Hi, friends. So here's the situation. You wake up in the morning and you're hearing this voice inside that is saying you're not enough, you don't do enough. It's beating you up. It's telling you you've got too many things to do, you're too far behind, and all of those kind of things. You haven't accomplished enough, you need to do more, all of those kind of things. So what do you do then? At first, it's almost natural and tempting, and seems like the only thing to do is to listen to this voice and first feel like it's making you suffer. And secondly, believe what it's saying. Yeah, I have too many things going on. I haven't completed most of my deadlines. I'm not a great mother, daughter, co-worker, friend, sister, all of those kind of things, right? And then if you take a pause, and here's my usual go-to, although when I'm just waking up, that is my most vulnerable sort of place where perhaps the tools that I've accumulated are not fully functional because I'm not completely awake. But I think going into this mantra is what I do is I tell myself, and I use exactly these words, Smriti, I love you. And I try to find that part of me that is listening to all of these lies that are being spewed about myself. And I hold that part of myself and I say, I love you. I love you. And I keep hearing another voice that says, so what? You still have all these things you need to do. You're still not good enough. Got it. I think in continuing to say, I love you, I honor you, I'm so proud of you, you are amazing, look at all the things you've accomplished, I am so happy to be sharing this conscious life with you over and over and over again, that becomes more of the narrative. I find sometimes also just being grateful for something super important, like my bed. So when this voice starts to get really loud, like, oh, you got this to do and that to do, and you're not doing enough, you're failing, I bring my attention, it's almost like a distraction tactic where this voice is kind of wanting my attention, and I bring my attention to my bed that I'm sleeping in. I am so grateful that I have this very comfortable, warm, supportive bed to sleep in, where I have peace and freedom and privacy and tranquility and darkness and quiet, where I can just completely be myself, whether I'm sick or healthy. I can get rested, and it's a space that's just mine, that I can just be me in my pajamas or whatever it might be. And that takes away a little bit from this awful voice that's trying to tell me that I'm not good enough. And I've written about it in my book, but I also very much always use this as a feeling of, this voice, this ego voice, this awful voice stepping on my neck and dragging me through a field of broken glass. It's almost that awful feeling, right? It's like I'm doing everything. I am being everything I need to. And then finally saying, I'm just focusing on me. I'm loving myself. I'm being grateful for what's in my life right now. Whatever comes, comes. And whatever's not there is not there. And maybe I'm not doing certain things. So what? I'm very, very grateful for what I have. And I'm very proud of who I am. So I'm curious, when you're in a situation where this voice comes up, be it first thing in the morning or late at night, or just middle of the day, you're shopping and suddenly there's this voice that's saying, you're awful, you're not good enough, you're just not doing anything. What is it that you do? What is your tactic to not be fully sucked in by this voice? Perhaps we all get sucked in a little bit, but how to not stay sucked in by this voice, to kind of call the bluff and know that it's lying and that it really doesn't know what the hell's going on. It just wants me to feel bad. How do I then choose to not listen and not feel bad? What is it that you do? Do share.